Hello everyone and welcome to the car repair hub once again. Today we will be working on this Honda Accord 2018-2019. The customer's complaint is that the trunk is not opening. The trunk doesn't open, so we'll be checking it, then we'll see what is going on with it, then we'll fix it. So this is the key. I'm having the key with me here. So if I press this button, it's supposed to open the trunk, but the trunk doesn't open. Nothing is happening now. If I use the other switch tool here, if I use this switch tool, where is it? So if you use this button tool, it's supposed to open and nothing is happening still. So he said they have replaced this part, that's the opener for the trunk, but yet they have not had any solution to ask why the thing is not still opening. So let me show you some quick tip here. So in these cars and the Toyota cars, Honda and Toyota cars, I think that's the Japanese cars, there's this switch hidden here, hidden in the glove compartment. So that's supposed to on the trunk opening or off it, but as at this moment it's at the off position. So let me try to switch it on and see if it will work. So you just here, so you pull it up, then that is on. So let me try this side too and see whether it will work. It's still not opening. The trunk is still not opening. Let me try the key too and see. So this is the key. Okay, now I can see that the hazard just blinked, but the trunk is not yet opened yet. So let's go to the trunk and see what is going on. Then I'll be checking some of the fuses and the motors going there to see if everything is working properly. So let me go and use the button itself at the back too and see if it's going to work for us. So this is the one they have replaced. It's still not yet working, but I'm not hearing anything like something is trying to open or not. So I'll open this from the inside. So let's see what is going on with this trunk. So if you are having a Honda Accord, I only know for the Accord. So there's a secret button at the back here. It's a key holder that you can open to unlock your trunk. So it's located at the passenger side, the driver side back, just behind the pillar. You see this key place. Usually it's covered with a plastic, but this one doesn't have the plastic anymore. So what you are going to do is to take your key off, the blade off. Make sure the blade can open the master door. If you have a new key that is programmed and the blade is not they have not cut the brake, you will not be able to do it. So you insert this one in here. You insert it in, then you turn it. So that is going to open our trunk. So let's go and check if the trunk is open. Yeah, now the trunk is open. So now we can check what is wrong with this trunk as to what is making it not to unlock. So this is my diagnosis strategy I'm going to use on this car. So now that the main switch is on, I can hear some release clicking, which means there's some response somewhere, and now the hazard tool blinks when you press on the key to open the boot, the trunk. So I'm going to put a machine on the car, check some live data and see if everything is working well. After that, then I will go and open the trunk. And I have one tool here, this tool, Top Diag, J Diag. This is my tester, power probe. This thing is helping me a lot. Let me show you. It's helping me a lot. The length of the wire can go to the trunk there, then I can do all my testing and this thing. So this is my machine. Let's do some code reading and see some live data and see what is going on. So according to my supervisor, my service advisor, It said the charger too is not working, the cigarette lighter too is not working. I don't know if these things are linked together, because as I plug my probe there, I didn't see it coming on. See, I have a little red light here, which if there's power here, it should lit up, but there's no power there. So I don't know if these things are linked together, but I'm going to start from that side after the scan. So let's get power to this side and see if the trunk is going to work. So this is an American model, USA. So let's just read the codes. Body electricals. So there's no fault in the body electricals. Okay, EPS, electronic power steering, power control unit, backup control unit. So at the end of the fourth scan, we only managed to have 3 faults, 2 in the ABS and 1 in the EPS. So let's see what it says. Oh, low tire pressure, ABS activation time too long. Basically, we don't have any clue or anything that is going to help us solve this. So let's go to the fuses. Let's check the fuse that is coming to the cigarette lighter and see what is going on with it. Or maybe it's the port itself that is having a problem. But where it is, removing it would not be that easy. Like I would have removed it from the back to test from the back pins and see if there's actually no power coming there before I will chase the fuses. So let me chase the fuse first. After chasing the fuse, then I think I need to do some research on this work and see if this is related or not. So that's what I will be doing now. Let me do that one too, because you will not be chasing all these things without substantial information. You will waste your whole day and will not be able to fix it. So let's do some vehicle data assessment and then go through the systems and see the wiring diagrams and other things and see if we can get any clue. Let me do that. So according to the research I just did right now, the fuse for the charger, the phone and the cigarette lighter are supposed to be in the car, which I'll be showing you where the fuse is. Let me get this my power pole set up, then connect to the battery positive and negative to do the testing for you to see if that fuse is actually working. Then the problem might be coming from the cigarette lighter, because I've seen it some time ago. There's this kind of rubber inside the construction of the cigarette lighter, so when it is overloaded it heats up. When it heats up, then the rubber melts, the plastic is going to melt and you are not going to get enough contact inside it, so it's not going to work. But you let me check the fuses and let's see where we are moving on after that. So power probe is good now. Let me show you the fuse. I think I need some more light. Yeah, according to what the information I had, the fuse is supposed to be is it front accessory? Looking at this, but I'm not really seeing it. Optional. Yeah, I think that's this one. Fuse number 50, 20 amps. Fuse number 50, front accessory socket. That's the fuse for the cigarette lighter and the charger unit over there. So let's quickly check that fuse and see. Fuse number 50. This, I don't know whether you can see. This 45. Oh, it's going to be tough trying to film this. If this is 44 and this 45, but this is 50, 51, 52. I think if this is 54, this should be 55, or we are counting backwards. But this is 45. Okay, 46, 47, 48, 49. Then 50 should be this one. So let's check whether we have power there. Yeah, there's power there. Am I on the right fuse? 50, 45. $45, $46, $47, $48, $49. Then 50 is this one. Let's check. Okay, there's power there. Let's check the other side too. There's power there too. I think we should be chasing this thing from behind the socket. My mind is telling me that maybe this socket was overloaded, than what I saw the other time. It happened to this one too. So this is what we build on. As time goes on, you have some experiences that help you to solve some other issues. So let me go behind the socket and see what we got. But surprisingly, we have power there. You can see we have grounds, and the middle one's supposed to be the power, and there's power there too. So what is wrong with this? Maybe it's the charger that is not working, or my probe that is not working well. Because we have power there. There's actually power there coming to that, and the ground too is good. So I'll have to get another charger to try this out. Maybe it was my probe that gave me wrong information. Okay, then let's try the trunk too and see whether it will open. Oh, come on. Okay, the problem actually came from my probe. There's a problem with the probe. It has this cartridge fuse inside that is blown. I don't know whether you can see it here. The fuse is blown. That's why it didn't come on, and it misled me a little while. So this is some of the things we face daily. Sometimes you are led on the wrong path for a while, which will get you sweating without fixing an issue. So I will replace this fuse. Then let's continue with the diagnosis. So now we'll only be fighting the trunk. But right now the charger is working. Where is it? Let me plug it in. So this is the charger. It's plugging. You can see it's lit up. Now the charger is working. So let's go to the trunk. I'll fix this one later. So now we are at the trunk. You can see I'm already sweating. The weather is too hot over here. So let's check why the trunk doesn't want to open. So I've taken the covering off. When you take this off, you are going to get a cover off. So let's see what they did over there. So I can see they already made some connections here. They are brought it to a relay here. I don't know why they did it so, but there's a relay here. I don't know what that relay is supposed to be doing. Oh, people are just doing all type of work. This is a 2018 car. Why are you putting? So this is the relay they kept there. I've taken it off, and we have made all the connections right. But I want to take this locker out and see maybe something was wrong with this. That's why they did that connection. But I suspect it was the main switch that just flipped down. That's why the boot couldn't open, and the technician couldn't understand what is going on. But they did this. So let's remove this. The weather too is very hot. So today the new yogurt for you. Okay. Another one Tuesday. And let's disconnect this. And you know where this cable goes. This one goes to the key I showed you last in the video. the key that is at the back of the seat that you use to open the trunk in case of an emergency. So that's the cable. So we disconnect that one too. The whole thing is out. So let's open it up. Like you can see the motor, you can see the connections to there. I want to see if everything inside this motor is still intact and it's still perfect. No go for photography. What's up? The phone, the content is that. So after taking the 3 screws here, you want to remove this space. The one with the trunk sign is here. So basically it has a locker here. You have to press this one this way. Then press these 2 other tabs inside so that you remove this piece first. After that, then you can slide it open. So this is what we have inside. This is the whole thing. So I want to check if the connections are still intact and everything here is healthy. I think there's no corrosion, nothing happening here, nothing more, nothing less. So, and this is the switch that determines if the trunk is closed to be locked or the trunk is open. So this is the trunk switch. So if you're having this problem with this switch, the trunk might show that it's open meanwhile it's closed, or it's closed meanwhile it's open. So this is the switch for the trunk. So let's just assemble this thing back. There's nothing here, nothing much. And let's see. So I didn't really find anything weird about this thing. So we organize everything back, connect all the cables, then close it, and then we'll be done. I think this is just a switch that flipped, that the person didn't know that it works with the trunk that caused all these issues. So let me connect everything back, tape everything back, then close it up. So now everything is done perfectly. You can see there's nothing hanging here again. All the wires put in their right spots. And everything is working now. So now the relay is out. I have done the installation of all the wires put in their proper spots again. So let's close the cover. So let me show you where the key is once again. In case the trunks get locked and you want to see where the key is just behind you. So this way you use to open the trunk at the other side. So when you put your blade key here, you should be able to open the trunk. Let me check it and see whether it still works. Okay, it still works. Still works. So let me take this out so that the key is out. We are done with this work. So my advice to my fellow technicians out there, especially in Ghana, when you have a car that has a problem and you are not familiar with that system, you have to do your research very well before you go into disconnecting or connecting certain things. One day you might get yourself in trouble. Once the car, you have not been working on that kind of cars, like that model, like right now they bring a Rolls Royce to your shop and you know you usually don't work on Rolls Royces. So what you have to do is to do your homework properly, check if there's any information you need so that you can get it online before you start the work. If not, you might spoil certain things, or it might be a simple issue, just as this switch they didn't flip, then they went and did that connection, put a relay over there. Imagine it had bent something. Who is going to pay? So it's not by force for you to try to fix every single thing. We have our old electricians, those that have learned the work back then in the 90s. If you have not improved upon your skills, you will not be able to get access to some of these informations, which might lead you to think that everything still works with the same way, relay, powered and ground, and everything is supposed to be working. No, we have new systems, we have new ways of doing things. So you have to embrace yourself, then get these skills, then we go. If not, every day you will be getting issues. I'm not saying this because I'm perfect, then I fix every problem that comes to my shop, but mostly I try to do my best to help the customer so that we understand what is wrong with the car first, and I try to get information too from the customer as to when the problem started, how it started, and what he have done so far. So those are the information you're supposed to be inquiring about. So thank you for watching the Car Repair Hub once again. This is your boy Muhammad Basit, and I'm part of the Car Repair Hub. See you in another video. Bye bye. And this car is fixed. The trunk is opening. So don't forget that switch is located at the letterbox. Most of the cars, the Toyota and Honda cars, most of them, they have that secret switch in the letterbox. So when you press on the key and you doesn't see the hazard light flashing, and you press on the button and didn't hear any clicking, check that switch. If there's any problem with it, it will not happen. So if you check and it's still on the right position, then you have to check your fuses, check your control units. By using your scan tool, you go to the live data and check what is going on.